What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to this Armored Core in War Robots. Because the last Armored Core video I made, there were so many War Robots comments, or from our War Robots community saying, wait, that's just a bunch of Nethers right there. And I looked at it and I was like, wait, yeah, that Nether actually looks a lot like an Armored Core. And I decided to make a video with this, using Xephos and Ardent Spear. So a mixed weapon. We have two different sets of weapons on this, similar to what an Armored Core often has. And yeah, let's go and have some fun with this thing and enjoy the speed, the mobility in general, the damage output, the blackout or EMP that the Nether does. And yeah, it has a lot of firepower, it has a lot of durability due to its, force field initial resistance thing that enemies need to break before they can start dealing damage to it. So yeah, that thing is, it's still a beast. It's still hard to beat. And with that EMP, with a double dash, you can really counter so many robots very well. If you apply that EMP at the right time, when they, typically would enter their next stealth ability or whatever, and then you get another 5 seconds in which they will be like hammering the button, like, why I'm not going stealth? Yeah, because you're EMP'd, bro. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. And the idea of having two different types of weapons is something that we don't do very often in War Robots, but I like this actually. It's like stylish, and it's more how if you would have like a big, massive armored robot machine, yeah, you probably won't put 4 times the same weapon on it. You probably will mix it a little bit. Something for this purpose, something for that purpose. And yeah, so we don't do this very often to mix weapon setups among the same weapon slots, but I think it's fun to go around. And there were actually videos in the past where I've made, like, literally just mixed weapons. I put 4 different weapons on a robot with 4 weapon slots, and just, it just had like a kind of fireworks of different effects going on at the same time. It's pretty fun. In this situation here, you see we're actually having more hit points now than in the beginning of the battle due to the battleship durability extender coming in and maxing our health. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how durable this thing will get, especially with those battleships. And those Ardent Spears, they're just hammering damage out. It's unbelievable. When they have that third shot that does the highest damage, it's just... enemies sometimes just fall over at 30% health, pop, and they're gone. It's just 2 light weapons, but they have that damage output at that last shot. Now the enemy are spawning Titans. You see 2 of them coming our way, both of them Indras for some reason. And they have the sonic weapons equipped. Very high damage output. We should be very careful about that. But I have a phase shift that allows me to shift right through when they, inflict the highest amount of damage output right there. And somehow, I don't know what's going on right now, everybody is coming on this left flank, so I decided to just take a bit of distance, shoot from as long as I can from here, but as soon as, there's just too much going on that one flank, a Seraph is flying past, and so on, I'd phase shift out of it and just go away. And then I noticed, whoa, we have a triple Titan team coming up to this side, and I decided to reunite with them and just attack together with the Titans, which is really awesome. I can take out targets that they, don't focus on. They focus the Titans usually, and I could just snipe out the smaller robots in between, take care of that, so they don't have to deal with this at the same time, right? They also take a lot of damage from enemies. They receive a lot of focus fire, and that leaves me free and open to deal a lot of my own damage at the same time. Definitely great to run around with your teammates in War Robots, and something I should sometimes do more often, to say the least. I am the kind of guy who enjoys getting himself into 3-on-1s and stuff, and I usually come out of this relatively well, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still a better decision to stick with your teammates. It is a team game after all. So first match is over. Vitali, and we did 3.2 million damage. Nice. That was the highest amount of damage just done with this one Nether robot. One thing you'll see is that these Xephos weapons, they just spend a lot of time reloading. They're not bad, they're actually having a lot of damage output while they fire, but then they always have that reload, and that reload is kind of killing your damage output there again. But, you know, that's what balancing looks like, and I'm glad Pixonic has brought a weapon into the game that is not completely ridiculous. It's actually, it's doing its job just as you would expect from a good new weapon without, you know, being in a way, without breaking the game, if you ask me. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I think we should have more of that. So, yeah, I singled out this guy for a moment here, but it seems like every time I start dealing some damage to him, he gets stealth. I think that's already the third time he gets that stealth now. But that's what the beak drone does for you. And if you don't run Quantum Radar, you can't kill it. By the way, ladies and gents, if you enjoy the content, you haven't yet subscribed, then consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And also, yeah, I'm just thinking about giveaways. What's the next one gonna be? Because we have the new Titan Newton coming in, but not sure if Pixonic is allowing us to give away brand new Newtons at the beginning. There's a chance, maybe, but for now, I think the Rook is probably going to remain the most powerful thing in the game. And the Newton is just gonna be a nice sniper for against Titans to, you know, lift them up and then shoot them. Or also against robots, but without any defensive abilities, any Rook that jumps on you, or even a luchador or whatever, even a Minos probably can just kind of take you out. So yeah, you have to play it careful and be aware of enemy Titans to attack. So not sure if we can give this away, but I know we have right now the challenge, the creator challenge, if you will, the Nuke-A-Rook challenge going on. And if you guys just create some of those videos, there's a chance I'll pick you, show your content, and you can win a Rook right there. Okay. All right. So this guy, he was trying to get me, but I used the double dash ability to EMP him, and if the Nether is EMP'd, then by a Nether, then the other Nether can't dash anymore for 5 seconds, and that means the Nether who EMP'd him first can just gain distance or close the gap of distance in the meantime and deal some free damage without the other Nether being sneaky and dashy. So pretty cool. I like that. I enjoy using that dash for my advantage here. I'm not quite sure the range of it. It seems like I just hit him at 500 meters with the Nether dash, or even 530. What's the range on the Nether EMP? I thought it was 500, but it just seemed like I did it at past 500 meters range. Huh. Not sure. May have to look into the stats to find this information, or you guys just write it down in the comments, because I know some of you guys are extremely good with all the little stats, or you just look it up and write it in the comments. We'll find the answer. Typically, I'm also really a stats boy. I love knowing my stuff. I usually like know the weapon's range and the, you know, all the kinds of things, but sometimes there's a little knowledge gap that that is there. So next situation, we're on Abyss. Another Nether came this way, dropped him to last stand. We have a sniping laser boy over there who's trying to, you know, get me down to last stand, and there is Lynx coming up. A very dangerous robot, but also here, if you just double EMP him, then he won't be able to do any stealth. And that's what I did right here. He's now EMP'd at this very moment. And this is, you saw, the Ardent Spear just deleted him with the remaining 25% HP pop. It was gone. Sometimes it just really surprises me how much damage comes from those Ardent Spears. It's crazy. So, every time or so often when I dash, I have this stutter and this lag going on that makes it difficult to make smooth interactions with enemies at that time. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It seems to happen more often while I dash, I think. It doesn't happen so often when I'm just standing and shooting. It's more like when I combine this with the dash ability, then it seems to happen more often. Huh. Anyways, let's try to get that the Hades out of the way, but it seems like every time I want to drop him, he gets in cover, comes out with the shield active, and I don't have my battleship ready to add some corrosion, and oh, seems like an enemy Lynx has come over to me and is trying to attack me right now. And a Khepri. Oh, where are you guys all coming from? The Khepri may have come through the portal. I'm not sure, but I think he may have come through the portal there, because I believe I should have seen a Khepri coming in if he had made it all this distance. So that guy here, every time he shoots, I use phase shift. He's got the Gauss weapon with heavy one-shot damage potential. And but if you time the phase shift every time he opens fire, and you get a good feeling of that, then you know he will never really do good damage to you. Despite, you know, especially since I believe even with Gauss, I think you still have to deal with the initial resistance of the Nether. But I'm actually not 100% sure, because I know the Gauss bypasses resistance, but not everything that bypasses resistance actually bypasses the force field of Lynx and Nether. So, and I'm not sure if I think I haven't actually tested if the Gauss, Volt, Weber go through the Nether and Lynx force field right from the start. I think they also have to deal with this a little bit, or to a certain extent at least. Oh, that's slowing. Ooh, that sucks. Look how slow my robot turns now. But you can at least enjoy the detail on that Nether. Really, one of the most beautiful robots probably in War Robots is that Nether. It just looks amazing with that skin on top and so on, with these Nether bluish glowing things as well. I really like the design of the Nether. It looks pretty awesome, and yeah, like I said, and like you said as well, reminds us very much about of an armored core in this case, right? So he's down to last stand, but I think I'm gonna eventually die here. Yeah. Alright, so ladies and gents, that's it. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video. And if you haven't yet checked out my recent Armored Core video, if you want to know what this is all about, it's going to be a topic coming up on the channel too, next to War Robots. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Manni signing off. And yeah, also have a good weekend, because it's coming up now. Bye-bye.